The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
The Lethbridge Bullhorn is all things regarding the Lethbridge Bulls of the Western Canadian Baseball League. The Bullhorn has the latest news regarding the Bulls with interviews with current and past players, signings, game recaps, and updates on all the events happening at Spitz Stadium. The Bullhorn is your place for all things regarding baseball in Lethbridge. Get your horns up with the Bullhorn, the Lethbridge Bulls Baseball Report.
All right, the Bullhorn up and running for this 29th day of November 2024. For those who don't know me, I'm Brent Radlinski, host of the Bullhorn. For those of you tuning in for the first time, a lot going on behind the scenes here at Spitz Stadium in preparation for the 2025 WCBL season and everything else we got going on around baseball here in Lethbridge, Alberta. WCBL league meetings are next weekend in Saskatoon, home of the Berries. Should be a good time up there in Saskatoon. I get to go up there for that and see the goings on behind the scenes of the league. So that should be a lot of fun. New merchandise has been ordered. Hopefully it's all here before Christmas time so you can put some underneath your tree. Also, what else we got? Season tickets are on sale. Some new ideas came out for season ticket holder perks, I guess is the proper word to say. And of course, we have some player signings that are ongoing. We keep some to ourselves to get them on the Bullhorn, get them up on social media, everything else. But we did an interview earlier on this week with a guy who is no stranger to the Lethbridge Bulls and the Bulls faithful here in Lethbridge and Southern Alberta. A guy by the name who actually played for PBA as well here in Lethbridge. A guy by the name of Claerhout. He was thankful, and I thank Carter for coming on to the show and taking some time out of his holiday schedule. He's home in Red Deer for the holiday season, American Thanksgiving down there. But thank you very much for Carter from Southern Arkansas, the Mule Riders. Carter's toiling down there and playing some collegiate baseball down there. So thank you very much for Carter. We had some technical difficulties there. My computer went down, so I was using a different one, the internet, and on and on and on. But the nuts and bolts interviews there, so make sure you stick around to listen to the entire interview. It was a lot of fun talking with Carter. I got to know him a little bit while he played for the Prairie Baseball Academy and with the Bulls here at Carter. So it's lucky to have him back. And be sure to stick around when the interview is over with Carter. Special announcement that came out on social media. I think it was yesterday or Wednesday. I can't remember. All the days kind of blend together here as we get prepped up for the 2025 WCBL season and everything else that we got going on here and the CCBC World Series and lots going on. But anyways, make sure there's a special announcement that was made a couple of days ago, and then we have some player signings that came from for PBA for next season. So lots going on, and I want to make sure we get a shout out to those players who committed to come to play for the Prairie Baseball Academy next year. So without any further ado, here is my interview that I did earlier on this week with Mule Rider Carter Claerhout. The Bullhorn, the Lethbridge Bulls baseball report for this 27th day of November 2024. Today we got Carter Claerhout now in the Bullhorn, the pride of Red Deer, Alberta, home for Thanksgiving break, currently playing for the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. I didn't know that the Mule Riders were a thing. Carter, it's been a while. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Yeah, we're the only Mule Riders in the world, and I don't know why anybody else would want that name, but it's awesome. I love it.
It's very unique. The merchandising and the marketing must be second to none. The Mule Riders. You'll have to pick me up a Mule Riders hoodie and bring it back to the
logo is elite right there. That's an elite logo. So yeah.
It is. It's really. I think it's fantastic. Like, whoever came up with that is a very smart person.
Yeah.
Carter, you played in the Bulls' first 8 games this season. Last year, you're tearing the cover off the ball, but you decided to call it good. Was that a decision that you made, or your parents made, or was that decision made before you were even allowed to make that decision?
Yeah, that was a decision made in January last year, I guess. I was working. I needed to work last summer. And then Mac gave me a text in mid-May. He's like, "Hey, I need a first baseman for 10 games." And I said, "Sounds good." And yeah, I enjoyed it. The team last year was a lot of fun, even in the first 10 days. And I missed it. I really did. It looked like a lot of fun, and I felt like I missed out on a good year. So I wanted to come back for the last possible year.
You got the brunt of the road trip the entire time because you didn't play a home game, did you?
No, I got the SAS trip. That's what I had. That was it. I mean, road trips are road trips. They're a blast with the boys, right? So it was good. But yeah, no home games. I miss the home crowd, and I'm excited to see what we have in store in the spring, I guess, and the summer.
You played a couple years for the Bulls and with a couple years at Prairie Baseball Academy, and then you moved on to Southern Arkansas. What was the biggest difference, and how your years at Prairie Baseball Academy? How did that prepare you to play to get down to NCAA baseball down in Southern Arkansas?
I think it was just getting bigger and stronger, and even mentally tougher. I think Mac and Hub do a great job of getting the kids mentally tough, I guess you could say, and stronger. And I love it there. I Lethbridge is my second home now. Like I love everything PBA did for me. I couldn't speak any higher of it. I loved it there, and it definitely got me ready for the next level. And we'll continue to get guys ready for the next level for years to come. I imagine.
I talked to a lot of guys who are your age and even a lot older than you, and they at the time when they're at PBA, they can't stand it. They're running and jumping and all the stuff and the weightlifting and the stuff that's happening right now over there. Did you realize what it was doing for you? Were you on the other side thinking, "Oh man, this sucks. Everything about it sucks. I hate this whole thing. It sucks."
Yeah. At the time, you don't really love it.
Say whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I definitely led the puke board every winter for the program. But yeah, obviously, like you don't realize how much you miss it when you leave it, and I'm sure it'll be some of my best memories, and can't wait to tell my kids about it, kind of thing. So, yeah, it's awesome.
You played a couple of years. I was on the field with you a lot, and you're umpiring, and you were out there having a good time and always smiling and everything else. Is that one of the things that you like about baseball? You can go out there and like no matter what kind of a day you're having. I talked with Carlin a few weeks ago about the same thing. Like I kind of bring it up with a lot of guys is that when you get out there, do you just forget about everything? You just have a good time playing the game, and you can kind of leave all the crud behind you a little bit.
Yeah. Anybody that knows me, I play better when I'm having fun. Playing baseball, and I love the game, and it really is an escape from everything. And when I'm playing baseball, it's just a lot of fun, and I try to have as much fun with it as much as I can. And yapping to you while a pitch is being thrown and maybe missing a pitch or two on the bases, it's a little fun. But yeah, it happens. You never get the ball hit at you when it happens either. So
no, it's usually quite thankful actually. You get down to Southern Arkansas, you get the scholarship down there to go down there. You found out. Take us through that step, like how like not really, but how to play for another couple of years when this all getting done from Prairie Baseball Academy.
Yeah, so the whole point of me going to PBA was to move on from it. And Mac kind of helped me along the way. And then going into my third year in the fall, he basically said, "Hey, I found you a home." And he didn't give me any other schools. He just gave me Southern Arkansas University. And that is where I am now. And I couldn't thank him enough. He basically just told me, "You're going here," and didn't give me any option. And I was like, "Are you sure? Like, are you positive?" And yeah, so it couldn't have turned out any better. It was awesome.
You when you get down there to Southern Arkansas, what was the biggest difference for you compared to playing in the CCBC? It's a higher level, obviously, and it's the next level. What was the biggest difference compared to playing in the CCBC for the Prairie Baseball Academy?
I think it was just like everyone, like every pitcher you faced could kind of spot up two different pitches, like it, or even three. Like CCBC, it's like you'll face an arm and it's like, hey, he's got two pitches and go hunt one. Whereas you go to the NCAA, you got guys that are spotting three, maybe four on you, stuff like that. And the velo as well. Like guys are throwing upper eights to low 90s like consistently every weekend, and you're seeing that all the time. Whereas in the CCBC, you might have saw one guy all year that did that, right? So that was probably the biggest difference, was the pitching level, so to say, and the game is just that much quicker. Like you just have half a less second on a ground ball, or half a less second to make a decision on the bases and stuff like that, right? Everything's just quicker, so to say.
You play for this, then you play for the Bulls for a couple years. Let's go back to that for half a second here. But like is playing for the Bulls in the WCBL, because you do see a lot better pitching, was that more akin to what you're playing with at Southern Arkansas?
Yeah, that's probably pretty close. I would say it's a little bit better down there in Southern Arkansas, but not by much. The WCBL is pretty to standard with Division II pitching, so to say. Yeah. I think it's honestly turned into a great league. I think like it's gotten better and better every year that I played in it, and yeah, the WCBL is getting better and better every year, and it's good to see for Canadian baseball. It really is.
Let's go back to your years in 2022, 2023, when you had a pretty good run there. You're playing for the Bulls. Your second year wasn't as good as your first year. What do you remember? Well, you had a very good rookie season. You did. And then what was your takes from the first 2 years playing in the WCBL?
Just kind of meeting everybody. Like I thought it was good to make new connections and stuff like that with guys from Texas and all over the place. Yeah, it was great to just kind of have an experience where you met people from all over the place and just kept playing the game you love throughout the summer. It was really fun. It really was. It was a blast for the first 2 years, and I really liked it.
It's probably like what I've noticed a lot of guys, and like not just guys from PBA, but a lot of guys when they play college baseball down south, I think the thing that they appreciate the most is playing in front of crowds a little bit. And then there's people actually watching the games. Was that something that you really enjoyed, that was just adding the crowd factor to all the games, especially when you play in bigger centers? Was that something you go like, hey, there's people watching? Because you play the PBA game, sometimes there might be the odd rabbit and girlfriend watching that.
Yeah, there's probably 20 people tops at a PBA game, kind of say. So yeah, that was definitely a different experience as well as going to Okotoks and playing in front of 3,000-4,000 people every time you're there. But yeah, having a crowd in front of you, it just adds to that kind of atmosphere and it's really like what you dream about. Like I know it's not as big of a crowd as you'd want, but it's still a great atmosphere every time you go to the ballpark in the WCBL, and it's really fun to interact with fans and everything like that, and having that atmosphere at a field is just remarkable, really.
Yeah, 2025 is only a month away now, and then you're going to have a college baseball season. You're going to have the bowl season right after that. What's going to wrap up your college baseball career the right way with both programs? What are you most looking forward to with the 2025 school season? And then moving on. First do that, and then we'll talk about 2025 bowl season. What are you looking forward to?
Well, so last year for Southern Arkansas, it was really disappointing for us. We started the year ranked 8th after the first 2 months, or month and a half, so to say, and we ended up not even making a regional. So this year it's kind of all about unfinished business for us, and we're trying to get back what's rightfully ours with the conference title, but the ultimate goal is really to win the Division II World Series, and our group thinks we can get it done, and that's the plan there. Now for the Bulls, I think that last year's team was amazing. It was really fun to watch from at home, as much as I didn't want to be at home watching it. And I genuinely think we can make a run for the whole thing. I think that's the plan from day one when I get there, and I hope that is what everybody else's mentality is. And this being my last year, it's just kind of leave it all out there. Kind of don't take anything for granted and do the best I can every day, because I never know when it's going to be my last day.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing. One that I noticed with a lot of guys I've been around for a number of years, like the Cavs, of course Carlin, the Joker back over there. The guys it's their last time they get a chance to look around. Are you going to make sure that you take a chance to look around and go, you know what, this was all pretty good. You know, it wasn't many years ago you were probably playing bantam baseball or whatever it might have been, and you go. And you didn't probably realize how far this could have taken you. You're going to take some time during the summer and especially in your college season first, but then into the summer to kind of take a look around. You know what? This is pretty cool. Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of been my dream to play college baseball and then so, and further on, right, since I was a little kid. But yeah, it'll be awesome. I want to not take it for granted and kind of soak it all in for my last year, yet still take it day by day and kind of leave it all out there, sort of thing. I feel like I'll definitely be a little emotional on the last day of bowls, but hopefully it's because we're lifting a trophy and not because we're eliminated. So
we're doing what we can behind the scenes to make sure you're going to have a memorable summer. But WCBL season, it can be tough riding the buses, especially after you get done a hard college season, and then you don't get any time off. You basically show up here, here's uniform, get out there and play. It's kind of how it works here, and it can be tough and it can be a grind. What's one of the things you might not be looking forward to a little bit that you go, geez, why am I doing this? Last summer I was in Red Deer working, but I was, it was pretty relaxing in comparison. What's one thing you're going to go, oh man, I can't do this?
Probably the Fort McMurray trip, honestly. That bus ride's grueling for sure. Yeah, no, it's fun to go on the road with the boys, but going up to Fort Mac, so that's a tough trip. I can't lie. That's a battle.
I can't remember what the schedule looks like, but you stop at that new ballpark in Edmonton on the way up, I believe, is how it.
Yeah, I love it.
Right.
We stop a couple times, which is good. I think we go to Sylvan and play one, and then kind of.
If you're to, I don't know if you saw this, but Edmonton, the prospects are no more. They're going to rename their team. What would they're going to be out in Spruce Grove? What would you name that team? I'm putting you on the spot here. If you don't have one, or you can think about it for a little bit, but just think of one for show over maybe.
I don't know. Edmonton. I mean, I played in the senior league last year, and they had like the Edmonton Cubs. I thought that was a good name for them. So yeah, probably the Edmonton Cubs, I guess you could say.
Spruce Grove. I don't know. I got to.
Yeah, their team. I played their team when they were younger. They were called the Spruce Grove Twins, so they might do that as well, or the Parkland Twins. That was their name.
Oh yeah,
their minor ball team. Yeah, their minor ball program. So they might do that as well.
What would be the best way for Carter Claerhout to wrap up his collegiate baseball career and to personal goals? Let's set some personal goals for yourself. Some personal things, not just teams. Obviously, you're going to want to win a championship. You're going to want to win championships in Arkansas with the mighty Mule Riders, then onto the WCBL with the Bulls. What would be some personal what's some personal goals that you may have set yourself with your team that you can let us know what's going on there?
So for NCAA, I want to be All-American, All Conference, not all. All-American would be amazing, but realistically, All Conference would be the kind of the first step there. And then for the Lethbridge Bulls, I want to be an All-Star. I want to go experience that weekend or that day in Okotoks and maybe even compete in the home run derby. I don't know. Jack Kaliski could probably give me a run for my money in the home run derby, but me and him might compete to see who can go in there and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool to experience and do that All-Star weekend. And I want to hit a lot of home runs in front of our home crowd. That's for sure.
There you go, swinging for the fence a little bit and see what can happen. Get the Spitz Stadium faithful up to their feet. No, I'm looking forward to having you out here. You're a lot of fun to be around, positive influence around the team and everything else. So it should be fun to work with you. I don't know if you were aware of this, but last year we had this thing, the Charlton Hill 3 easy questions that we did on the patio at Spitz Stadium. We're going to increase it a little bit to 5 easy questions. You can't get them wrong. Real simple stuff. Carter, you ready to go?
I don't know. I might. I'm in off season for school right now. I don't know.
You can't get these wrong, man. Don't worry about it. Number 1, pancakes or French toast?
Ooh, French toast. French toast for sure. I like the cinnamon.
French toast? There you go.
Yeah.
Number 2, you find yourself on death row for killing ex-teammate with the Bulls, Carlin Dick. What are you having for your last meal?
Probably a steak and a twice baked potato with an iced tea.
Twice baked, extra dry.
Yeah, I guess so.
An iced tea. Most famous person you've ever met?
The Sutter brother. I don't know his first name. Brett Sutter, I think. I met the
Brent
coach
Sutter?
for the Red Deer. Yeah, the coach for the Red Deer Rebels at a hockey tournament when I was younger. Or Dustin
Did you play
Mulkinen.
hockey?
Yeah, I played hockey when I was younger. I'm Canadian, of course I did.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
You just never know nowadays.
yeah, I was a
Two
tough guy
more.
to see on the forecheck.
Gets rumbling down the wing. Who knows what's going to happen there?
Yeah,
Two more. Are you a Swiftie?
I don't mind Taylor Swift. My roommate is, so I kind of have to be a little bit.
I don't mind Taylor Swift. Like, I'm not a Swiftie. My wife is, but I'm not a Swiftie. But
I don't mind it.
listen
Like,
to it. Earworms, the music comes in and like, hey, this is all right. And you tap your toe a little bit.
yeah.
And you don't, I don't sing it out loud when people are around, but it's one of those things. And last one, we'll get you on your merry way. What Major League Baseball park that you haven't been to yet do you want to go to the most? And why?
Probably Fenway. Fenway to just see the Green Monster and sign the pesky pole, maybe. It's just old and historic, and it's classic.
Fenway's fantastic. It's great.
Yeah.
Maybe
go see the multi-billion-dollar team with the Dodgers.
Swearing at me because wearing a Yankees hat on it.
Oh, you would wear a Yankees hat.
That's something else. Deferring all that money again. I can't believe it.
Oh my goodness! How this gets snelled too?
I am right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, and defer that money. That's something we'll talk about, I'm sure, like how that all works out and how they're allowed to do that and the rules. I mean, if it's when the rules, why not? They're smarter than anybody else. Maybe other teams will start doing that. Maybe someone who's going to get Soto.
You know what? I think the Red Sox are gonna at this point. No shot
Really?
the Jays go. No, I think the Red Sox do it. Yeah, I think the Red Sox are dark horses for it. I think they are.
I kind of thought that too, but then I thought, no, they suck. So why would you go there? That was my thought.
Well, they're planning to spend a lot of money apparently. So, who knows? I know the Jays aren't getting them.
I don't. That's just that's like the Ohtani gambling, the Ohtani dance it out there and just increase the price for whatever's going to get. Because I can't see him going there.
Yeah, no,
Carter, thanks for joining us on the Bullhorn today. We look forward to seeing you in I guess in May. It's only 6 months away, and it's going to get going again when you're here. Good luck to this year at Southern Arkansas, and then we'll see you in May. Any closing? Give a closing remark to not your ex-teammate, but now one of your coaches, Carlin Dick. What do you think about that hiring? Bringing old Carlin back
you know what? That's gonna be really fun. I think he's actually gonna bring a really good energy to the bench every day, and he'll be fun to have on road trips still for sure. I think that'll be a blast, and I'm excited to get back to it in the summer. I really missed it last year, and I'm excited to be a Bull again.
I think it's gonna be a breath of fresh air for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be awesome.
There you go. Just got to stay healthy through the season and then get back here healthy and see if we can't bring a WCBL championship, the coveted Harry Hallis trophy, back here to Lethbridge.
Yes, absolutely. And if I'm not healthy, Gordo.
Okay, thanks, Carter. We'll talk to you.
Talk to you later.
Gord will do his magic. He always does. Carter, thanks for joining us here, and we will talk to you before the season starts.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks once again to Carter for joining us on the Bullhorn. And once again, my apologies for the sound quality and the video quality here at the technical issues at Spitz Stadium. My fault, completely different computer. Things were going a little bit sideways, but we powered through it. A lot of laughs there with Carter, especially at the end with the 5 easy questions by our sponsor, Charlton Hill. It's always fun to talk to Carter. Always fun to talk to Carter on the baseball field. Always smiling. Always having a good time. He really enjoys the game of baseball. Some good goals that Carter set for himself to be the guy for the Bulls at the home run contest at the All-Star game in Okotoks. Again, I'm just struggling a little bit right now, just trying to wrap this all up for this week here at Spitz Stadium. Anyway, some other baseball news from here in Lethbridge. The coaching staff of the Prairie Baseball Academy working hard on the recruiting trail all the time. BC, Saskatchewan, and of course into Alberta, all over the place. They're trying to get things done. The player signings for the Prairie Baseball Academy is, of course, brought to you by our friends over there at Alberta Dugout Stories and Saskatchewan Dugout Stories. Great websites, great podcasts, the whole bit. Everything going around the province of Alberta and Saskatchewan. Baseball, old news and new news. Joe McFarlane's got on top of it. I had a good chance to talk with Joe last week at the Lethbridge, the Little League Alberta Gala in Calgary. Had a good chat with him. It's always good to talk to Joe, baseball enthusiast through and through. So thanks once again to the Alberta Dugout Stories for being the sponsor of the player signings for the Prairie Baseball Academy. Let's get into them right now. In no particular order. It's just the way things kind of worked out here. Let's start right now. JJ Harnett, Meshead, Alberta, Neutral Hills Academy, Noah Drew, Nanaimo, BC, Mid-Island Pirates, Logan Koch, White City, Saskatchewan, White Butte Broncos, Cooper McCooey, Morrisburg, Ontario, Seaway Surge, Jew Class in Red Deer, Alberta, Central Alberta Sox, Ryland Ramsey, Lacombe, Alberta, Central Alberta Sox, Ezra Kulicki, Wesley, Ontario, Midwest Ontario Bearcats, Jared Stauffer, Nanaimo, BC, Vancouver Island Mariners College Prep, Lucas Towsley, Coquitlam, BC, Coquitlam Rebs, Glady Rodziniak, Red Deer, Alberta, Red Deer Rangers, Graham Norsworthy, Paradise, Newfoundland, Premier Sports Academy, Jared McNeil, Coaldale, Alberta, Lethbridge Longhorns, and Kian Poitras, the Regina, Saskatchewan, Martin Academy. Congratulations to all of the signings for the Prairie Baseball Academy. You know, if I forgot some, we'll get to them next week. But that's all the guys that Coach McDonald have got to meet today. So I got those up there. And they'll be up there everywhere else. Well, congratulations to all those and all those going to be earning the A here for the Prairie Baseball Academy for the foreseeable future. You'll enjoy your time here. And that'll bring us to the special announcement here. I'm sure most of you know already, but this is a great thing. Congratulations goes out. Longtime PBA coach, first Lethbridge Bulls coach in team history way back in 1999. Wall of Famer with the Lethbridge Bulls. And dare I say, a friend of mine, Todd Hubka, named to the PBA Hall of Fame. Well-deserved, obviously. Been around since the inception, way back when. Took over the coaching range from Coach Kubasek. And Todd's he's comes across as a bit of a ruffian, but he's got a heart of gold, and he cares about every kid who comes through that program. In fact, cares about every kid who comes onto the baseball field all around Southern Alberta. Always been he's a baseball lifer through and through. So congratulations, obviously, go out to Todd Hubka on his induction, sole inductee into the Prairie Baseball Academy Hall of Fame that will be at the banquet on February 1st. Tickets go on sale, I think, middle of probably 1st of January, but I'm sure if you called the right people here at Spitz Stadium, it'll get taken care of. You can get your tickets to watch Hub probably break down and cry. And also, if you go to prairiebaseball.com, they have we put up on the website there that you can leave a heartfelt message for Coach Hubka, video message that will be playing during the induction ceremonies is kind of the thought process there. So it'll be a lot of fun, a lot of laughs and everything else. And tell Hub how you really feel. It's one of those things. So it should be a lot of fun. That's it for our the Bullhorn, the Lethbridge Bulls baseball report for this week in Lethbridge. So thank you very much to all those listening. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. For those who listen on the podcast form, will be up there on both things shortly. So thank you very much to everybody who's been a part of the Bullhorn this week. That's it for the Lethbridge Bullhorn, the Lethbridge Bulls baseball report, and all the signings to PBA. Congratulations to all you, and once again, congratulations to Todd Hubka on his induction into the Prairie Baseball Academy Hall of Fame. That's it, and we will talk to you guys again next week.
The Lethbridge Bullhorn is all things regarding the Lethbridge Bulls of the Western Canadian Baseball League. The Bullhorn has the latest news regarding the Bulls with interviews with current and past players, signings, game recaps, and updates on all the events happening at Spitz Stadium. The Bullhorn is your place for all things regarding baseball in Lethbridge. Get your horns up with the Bullhorn, the Lethbridge Bulls baseball report.